Welcome back, CAD users. You're about to start a project now where you'll be able to make this tabletop mirror assembly, and you can kind of see here that it will, when it's done, be three pieces: a piece of glass that is kind of hard to see in this video, a base, and this top of the mirror, and then it'll go together and kind of revolve. So we're going to get started by making the top of the part, and I'm going to go in and create a new document. We'll call it mirror top. Mine's going to be V1 just because I've already created it so you could get a feel for it. And we'll go ahead and get started by creating some circles here in our front plane using this center. By the way, you should already be in inches, but if you're not, double check both your workspace units, and for me, your default unit there. So I can get back in here. I'm going to dimension this circle to 9.7 inches. If it's too big, that's okay, just hit F. It will come back for you. And I'm going to make an inner circle. And I'll dimension that to 8.75, and this will become the rim around, or the ring around. So this ring right here, I'm going to go ahead and extrude that. We're going to extrude that to 0.375. And that's kind of that ring. We're going to flip this around now. Sorry, I don't know how I ended up with an extra extrude to the back side. And hopefully you listened to me and I was quick on the type. That's why mine was too big. I accidentally extruded it twice, but we'll go to the back. We're going to create a new sketch on this back surface that will have this outer circle as well. So that we're going to highlight that outer circle and hit use. In SolidWorks, we call that converting the entity, but in here, we're just going to use that ring there. And that's going to keep us from having to create a new circle. And then we're going to extrude this 0.125. And let's make sure we're going in the right direction. We want that to come back away from the surface. And be one part. So we've added that on there. And that kind of gives us the basic mirror part. We're going to add in like these notches so that we can assemble it or like install it onto the base. So we're going to go back to the back and draw a new sketch on the back surface where we'll need a new circle right out from the center. And this one is going to be 9.25 inches. And then we're going to draw some construction lines. So I hit the construction and the line that go basically right through the center. If yours doesn't go through the center, when you escape out of this tool, make sure that you drag it into that center so it should be fully constrained and black. And then we'll create two new lines, one above it. This one does not need to be a construction line, so let me see if I can undo that. And then we'll make one below it. These lines need to be horizontal, so if yours does not have the horizontal tool, make sure you click it. Same with the one on the bottom. And they should go all the way through your part. And that is going to allow us to kind of like pull in the surface. We're going to use this edge here, so I'm going to hit use on that so that it's black. And we'll go ahead and dimension from the top to this center line should be, let me double check, 0.375. And the same is true to the bottom. And that will be the basics for where our part goes. So let's do some trimming. We want to trim everything that isn't those edges in there. We can even trim our construction line. So now we have these like two edges here. I'm going to show you on the back of my part how they fit there. We're going to extrude those out away from the edge, and those get extruded out 0.75 inches. And then let's take a look at that. So you can kind of see there's my notches. I'm going to make them look better, but that's what they are. So I'm going to go onto the right surface here. I'm going to draw a sketch right on this right surface. So it's basically going to be actually in the middle of your part. And we're going to put a circle about right here. I'm going to make mine a little exaggerated big so you can kind of see what we're going to do. And then I'm going to zoom in a little. We want this circle to touch these three edges. So we're going to use the tangent tool. So this is the tangent tool. I'm going to click on this, hold my shift key down, and click that, and make sure that that's tangent. I might have to actually make my circle inside, or it's going to be kind of confused. So let me try that again. Tangent tool. Let me try it on this edge. Let me try it on the bottom edge. Just going to make sure. Now that it's fully constrained in there, you should just kind of see how it touches. The edge of the circle touches all three of those edges. And we're going to click on the Use for these three parts here, these three lines, so that we can grab those, and that will allow us to do some trimming. So let me get my trim tool. We want to keep basically this corner in here, so I'm going to get rid of, sorry, my computer is thinking. I think I went too far. Let me pause and I'll get it back for us. Okay, my computer was like thinking and I overcut some stuff, so I had to go back and fix mine. So I'm going to trim again. I want to trim out just the pieces that don't include those two so that I can extrude cut those. So I'm going to extrude now these two pieces out, and I'm going to show you that we're not actually in the part, we're in the middle. So we're going to hit remove, and we're going to do a through all. And we really want to do two directions because we're in the middle of the part. So we're going to go through all, and you should have your arrows going both ways so that we can cut all of that out. And now we've essentially then rounded those edges. We'll go back now to this surface, and we're going to like cut out that notch. So we're going to create another sketch in the right plane here. Let me kind of circle this into the center. We'll create a circle here, and I'm going to dimension that, and it's going to be 0.25. And we will make that part have two lines coming from it, and we want those to be horizontal. So if yours are not, make sure you use the horizontal tool here to make sure they're nice and straight. And I want to make sure it lines up with the center of this part. So I'm going to right click and hit use on that. And I'm going to move then this dot on top of that dot, and that's going to line us up. And then we can go ahead and trim out so that we are only thinking about this piece right in here. So I'm going to trim this, and we should be able to extrude cut that whole chunk. I'm going to move to the side so you can see, and let me out of here. So we're gonna basically go through all remove, and we will do that in the second direction. Sorry here. And that should give us those notch outs. We're almost done now. We need to do some basic, making this look a little bit more filleted. So we'll just round some edges on this. We're going to do a 0.1 radius. We'll do it on this back surface and our front surface here. And then I think we want to do it on our edges here and on our other side. Here. And we'll green check that, and that will give us the first basic part. So when you come down here, let us rename that to mirror top. You can assign it a material. It's going to be chrome. And I think in here it's like we have to use stainless steel. I don't think we have chrome. And then in OnShape, if you want to change the color to make it look more like that, you can come over and do a material change. It does not really matter which color you pick, some kind of a silver. And then that should be in your assignments tab for this if you did this in OnShape, so that you can move on to the next part.